This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Huskies offense comes onto the field first today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that... yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Makes the catch. It's Clement. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Arkin. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Altmaier. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quick toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for his first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, it's an offense that prides itself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense when the 3's coming soon.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Fires into traffic, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's Evans. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Washington wants to go quickly. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Gets it out fast. He's not going to get there. Short on 4th down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage, because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
With the catch, it's Dixon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Extended the lead and taking control here in week 9.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively, because he's got some special ability.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get...
Turning on the Jets. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Right down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Back to pass on second down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Illini.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the... There he goes! He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. He tries to take the top off. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And that's a great throw and catch, but you got to give the offensive line a lot of credit for pass protection because that was a slow developing play. Did you see him line up all the way to the left? He caught that thing across the field way down. So the quarterback needed time. He had to be able to survey the defense, step up, and throw a strike. The O-line getting it done in pass pro for that TD.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Guys, Ball State and Northern Illinois have been playing forever, but only recently for that gorgeous bronze stalk. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Arkin. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. This offense has it with really good field position. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Boston. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed.
He's loose. Touchdown, Husky. A great catch and run for 6.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Out of the end zone. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Got his man. Hard running there. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To throw, it's Altmaier. And here's the third interception of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Lawson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Quickly to the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference, defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Flips it out on the screen. Plows through the defense. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He'll keep it himself. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Temple sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Philly. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Now facing a third and long.
Here we go.
Williams looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lawson. Oh, a lot of space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Coleman. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage.
It's the seam wide open. Knocked down for the tackle.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
Williams will pass. Under fire. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't...
It's a running room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This is a designed run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Altmaier. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Got it behind the line. It's Dixon. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going over.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just add better players.